This is Salamancer. I have so much to cast today, and apparently people like to wear sunglasses indoors. Who knew? But this, of course, is an ESEA Open game between animals with guns versus the Koreabros, which it doesn't actually say their names here, so I'm just going to get so confused. But AWG versus SG, which I am told stands for the Koreabros. Here on CP Warmfront is going to be so much, and look at that, I guess they really are the Koreabros if they're saying GG. But we're getting to the mid-fight right now on Warmfront, and let's just see who can get the better positioning here at first. Looks like our blue demo is getting a little bit of pressure on him, but dealing a lot of damage, so Long does manage to kill there, Sash, and now HH is down as well, so the Koreabros doing a pretty good job so far, but they've lost too many players, and so they have only managed to kill the scouts. Losing your scouts, not that big of a deal to mid-fight. I mean, it's nice to have them. It's nice to have everybody. But, oh, no, actually, Scout gets in behind and takes out the medic, so that is why you don't want to lose your scouts. More than anything, nice air shot by Afro. More than anything, though, having your scouts helps you protect your flanks, and then as the enemy retreats, they can pick off the retreating enemies. So that's an important thing to do too. Keep tabs on them, and as a result, we did see the medic drop for AWG. Even though they're on the offensive right now, they've got a bit of an uber disadvantage, and they're going to have to watch out for that. It's just that with only a 30% disadvantage, I don't know if our red team can really manage to get out here and stop the advance of AWG. The animals with guns are going to be pushing in pretty soon. They'll probably try and maybe force the Uber out of the Koreabros. That's what I would guess. Send a soldier in, force the Uber. Because right now, Team SG is sitting back here pretty far on their point, and they're like yelling like crazy. What is going on? Anyway, it's really loud in my ears, but I guess I need to turn that down. There we go. Sounds like there was a Kritzkrieg actually, so it looks like the Koreabros did pop a crits, but it hasn't managed to get any kills yet. They just now managed to finish off Long, and that's it for the crits. Meanwhile, though, AWG is taking a lot of damage on a lot of their players, so they are having to be cautious about this. Looks like a soldier jumping straight into the enemy, though, and then jumping right back out. He must be using the gunboats. No, actually. So Afro, just a jumping maniac here, taking out Jake Rockwell. And so now we have SG in a terrible position where their combo is like behind enemy lines. They're trying to go for the enemy medic though, and oh, they bring in the other soldier. This could be really bad for AWG. They did lose their medic and now losing another soldier here probably, but they managed to take out SG's medic as well and a soldier. Oh wow, so complete wipeout here for the Koreabros, which is kind of what I expected when their combo got caught behind the enemy's combo with basically nowhere to run. So they had to get into a fight there, and they made the fight work in their favor, but it just was not what they wanted to happen. And now you've got two scouts and a demo man with the pain train on the point, so AWG have taken this, and I think we're going to see them pushing into last pretty soon. They've got a big Uber advantage. They need to use that. Looks like Afro helping build Uber. Well, actually, nobody's really building that Uber. They need to be hurting themselves a lot more here. And there's actually a Kritzkrieg, so they are going to have this very, very soon. Where's the demo man? I hope they pop it on the demo, because that's normally what you want to see. You get those crit stickies all over the place, and they're the fastest way to deal that long range, 300 damage that you need to take out your enemies. Yeah, here we go. They are pushing right now. The crits is ready. They've got to push quickly because 60% already for their enemies on the Uber. It would not be good. And there is a mini sentry right now, but oh, no, I'm sorry, regular sentry. There goes Slips, but the medic's still alive. He's going to have his Uber pretty soon, and it looks like Think has been taken down by a pill. Long, meanwhile, by the sentry. But AWG gets on the point anyway, even though they lost the crits. They just they pushed SG back a little bit too far. So that's going to be point number 1 for the animals with guns. I'm kind of thinking, like, what kind of animal would be scarier with a gun? Because a lot of them can't even really use them, Like, you give a gun to a rabbit, and it just, like, wouldn't know what to do. A bear could probably stick his claw in, like, the trigger. So that would be scary. If you had, like, bears with AKs, I think I would be even more scared of a bear than I am now. Anyway, we do have the mid-fight coming down once again, and our demo's taking similar rollouts here. Immediately, damage coming down on the red medic. Lies 242, he's taking a lot of hits, and he's having to back away. Oh, eating another rocket! 14 health left on that medic. Frio getting very close to killing him. Does kill the demo man, meanwhile. AWG have lost their medic, and Lies has stayed alive here, but Afro, it looks like he wants to chase him down and going really far forward to do it. He's going to have to watch out for Jake Rockwell, but that's the only person he has to watch for so far, and he does not find the medic, so he's finally like, okay, fine, you get away this time around. But it was a good chase, and nonetheless his team is capping the middle point, so he's already in position to cap the second with no opposition so far. Sash and Slips could come out here. I mean, they could see that there's only one person capping the point right now. So they could peek out and start dealing some spam damage, and it looks like that's what they want to do. They've got the Uber as well, so they are going to push and try to take back their second point, which is going to be good for them. They are already down by 1 round here, and uh-oh, And oh no, 99% for Lies, and he gets taken down by Afro. Afro is just a maniac this game, killing exactly what he needs to. He is dead now, but now it's up to Frio and the rest of the team to build that Uber up. They should probably wait for their reinforcements, which of course is kind of boring, but that's what they're going to do. Wait for the reinforcements to get here before they push in with a big Uber advantage, and they will probably be able to take that point once again. They're not running the Kritzkrieg this time around. It is the regular Uber, so they'll get to use that, that full 8 seconds of unreturnable damage. Oh yeah, we're talking, okay, Stream Chat is telling me that honey badgers might be pretty scary with guns as well, because they can sleep off cobra venom. So you can't put cobras with guns against honey badgers with guns, because, you know, the honey badgers will just, they don't give a fuck. Yeah, I just said that. So SG here trying to stop the Uber coming in right now. But, of course, it's an Uber. You can't kill anything while it's invincible. And D-Flame actually running the heavy as well. Looks like he's going to get in... Yeah, he's going to get quite a lot of kills here. He did get HH first, now taking a lot of damage from the scout, and you can't find him anymore. He's just tracking all over the place like, oh, what do I kill? What do I do? But no, it looks like the medic did go stand on the point briefly, and there goes a Kritzkrieg from SG, actually. The Koreabros managing to get some critical hits down on their opponents. Now, AWG has to back way out, and it looks like SG, are they leaving anybody on the point here? This could be really bad for them if they get back cap, but right now they are watching to see if anybody sneaks in. Oh, looks like somebody is, though. Afro going for it, but he misses the jump. Oh, he's not going to be able to get this, and now there's a scout in on him as well. Yeah, sorry, Afro. Nice try, but that was not well executed. He could have gotten in there just a little bit faster. AWG, though, is they've got a sniper up now. D-Flame has been off-classing like crazy, and he's going to be watching for the red advance, but he watched down, you know, he picked the wrong side to look down. Now trying to go for the soldier and missed that shot. It's tough to hit those soldiers when they're just anything, really, when it's just going back and forth like that, but D-Flame, you know, maybe he can do it. I don't know what his sniping prowess is. If it's anything like Moonchild, then it's going to be crazy. But, oh no, it gets taken out by a Crit Sticky right now. And so actually, the Koreabros here with the Kritzkrieg are going to push back onto the middle point, and they should be able to cap it just fine. Afro gets taken down there as well, trying to go bomb in on the medic. But at this point, I think Afro needs to start playing a more conservative game, because I think the Koreabros may have started to realize, hey, this guy just goes like crazy. He goes nuts. And if we can shut him down and just be prepared for him to jump into us, like every time our Ubers fade or whatever, then we can basically deny them the use of one of their players. So, yeah, it looks like maybe they've adapted to Afro's really super aggressive play here, which would be good for them. But AWG now does have an Uber ready to go, and so they're going to bring, I think, Frio and Long here. No, this might be Afro, actually. Who is that? Who is that soldier? That is Frio. Okay, Frio playing the pocket. Frio and Long are going to try and push out here, but they've lost both their scouts once again, and so they're not going to be able to defend their flanks very well. They won't be able to defend easily against the back cap. The Kritzkrieg has been popped, so they actually managed to build that really fast. But now here comes Afro, right on top of the medic, right where he needs to be. But no, picked off once again. So yeah, it looks like our red team is just like, yep, every time we try to retreat somewhere, Afro's going to be on top of us. So we need to be ready for that. He's going to go for the medic, and really good protection right now from the Koreabros. Stash coming out here and trying to help as well. Yeah, the Koreabros definitely have a big advantage here. They've held on to their middle point, and now both the medics dropping in on, or soldiers, I'm sorry, dropping in on top of the medic. Think there. Wow, this is just crazy action all over the place. Blue team, AWG, Animals with Guns, they will not stop attacking the medic, and at this point they kind of need to. They're losing too many players here, and it's only 2 against 6 right now with an 80% Uber for Lies, no Uber for Think. So yeah, Animals with Guns, I mean, the aggression paid off in the first round, but in this second round, it looks like it's not going to do that at all. Gonna watch SG here push in to the last point now with their 100% Uber, and they're trying to figure out which way they should push. They've got some time. AWG only has about 15%. Now, if I were them, I'd be concerned about maybe the enemy setting up a sentry gun. But look, already they've got some time down on the point. It's going to force somebody to go stand on it. They need to take out, really, yeah, here goes the Kritzkrieg right now from SG, but oh, it's actually already finished off. It didn't get a lot of kills there. Think is down, so no Uber. But SG, I mean, they could just back out here, and it's probably what they want to do. No, actually, D-Flame and Nonus, the only 2 players left alive here. D-Flame looking for the kill on the scout, but he's not going to get it. Nice kill by the scout just to save the point for a second, but it's not enough. It's now 1-1 between SG and AWG, both of them with capital G's at the end of their names, so it's cute. I like it. It's like coordination there. Dr. Cameltoe, an interesting little name there, is going to be flying out towards the middle point, which actually, this is kind of a weird rollout. I have not seen this rollout before. It looks a little bit weird. It's actually really, really slow, so I don't know if I agree with that. maybe work on that a little bit. But look, Pill's coming in onto the blue team right now. They haven't taken any damage from that yet, though. Now a soldier jumping in on top of the medic, but can't hit him either. He's really going for the demo, I think. No, still aiming at the medic, and not anywhere close to killing him. SG having a little bit of a problem here. Tunnel vision on that medic, and not able to take him out, and it was just one soldier. Now, Animals with Guns losing their medic. It's just Nonus left. Can he take out this soldier? Yes, he can. It's just going to be him against a medic and demo combo, which, I mean, a scout could feasibly take that out, but he's got to watch out for the stickies all over the place. Looks like they have been detonated. Now pulling out the pistol, just trying to finish this off, but look, Dr. Cameltoe still has an overheal right now, and now the pan has hit Nonus. Nonus looking for the kill on the medic at this point, but nope, gets panned to death. He does force the pop, though. What? Well, I didn't know those still worked. Okay, so he apparently was playing his noisemaker. Nice. So it's SG, which somebody was telling me could stand for StarCraft Gamers, although I think SG is actually like a Korean company, so that could be why they're calling themselves the Koreabros. SG is pushing forward. They've taken the midpoint once again. They do not have an Uber advantage, but let's see what Think is running right now. He is running the regular Uber as well as SG is, so they are going to be able to Uber into their enemies without taking any damage at all as soon as they have it ready to go. Right now, 90%, they're standing in a very awkward position because, of course, you can get bombed in so easily when you're standing out here in the open like this. But nobody coming after them yet, and I mean, SG knows. They knows that there's an Uber. They knows that there's an Uber coming in right now. So they backed really far away from it. Very good play by them. Good conservative play. Our one soldier over here, who I gotta say, he looks like he's using the gunboats because of how much he's rocket jumping and not killing himself right now. Yeah, I think he is. Was all over the place there, just drawing the attention of the Animals with Guns team. And there goes Nonus once again, taken out by that same demo man. We're going to look for a domination pretty soon from that. SG, though, holding on to their point. It's just Think and D-Flame left, and D-Flame grabbing a health kit here, but I don't like this. Do not go in there. No, D-Flame, don't do it! Didn't work very well for him at all. And Think now having to back off by himself here. Frio could come out and defend him. Yeah, there you go. He's got a soldier on top of him now to help defend. And the Ubers are about even. So looks like AWG can hold on to their last point for a little bit. But the Koreabros should be able to push in soonish. And they're not running any off classes, which you kind of almost need an off class to push in this last point, especially if your enemies have a sniper and a heavy watching the last. That's going to be really difficult to deal with. HH jumping in right now and apparently decided to get in there and just deal a little bit of damage to his opponents. I think that was actually one of our little suicide plays. Or not. Sash jumped in there as well. What are you guys doing? Like, if it had just been the scout, then I would have said, oh, okay, well, maybe it was a suicide play to grab, like, a sniper or something for HH. But no, he hasn't even changed, so that's weird. Okay. So they did have Sash change, so that makes sense. Sash actually bombed in as well, suicide bombed to change out to a sniper, and I think Sash is a pretty good sniper. I've either played with him before or I've watched him before, one of the two. So he will be sniping, and that'll be pretty interesting to watch. Oh, HH actually changed over to the soldier. Okay, that makes sense now. I understand. So they did a double suicide, which is risky because the enemy could have pushed out on them while they lost those two players, but they decided not to, so they rolled the dice, they got away with it, and now Sash is going to start peeking in to snipe, but I think I just saw a sniper dot there behind him. Oh, nice shot on D-Flame, though. He's just got to get one more hit. And instead goes for the other side because he knows D-Flame's going to be temporarily incapacitated, backing off just for a few seconds. Of course, D-Flame already has about 80 health left now, and actually he got spammed a little bit there. These two snipers are engaged in a dance of death right now. Sash, knows that if he just peeks around, whoa, got D-Flame in the head while fully charged. That's going to be it. SG, the Koreabros, definitely going to be pushing in now. Nonus has been taken out as well. AWG only has 4 players left alive. They will have to pop the Uber relatively soon just to save their players and keep the damage up on this point. But right now, there is the Uber for red and for blue at the same time. That's really not a good thing for blue because, look, they've only got 1 player left alive. It's just Frio. And so these guys are just standing here like, yeah, there's not a lot we can do about this. There goes Think. And Frio's going to get taken out here, but maybe not even, yeah, just before the point was captured. So very well played by SG. It looks like they've out-sniped, in my opinion. I like that. What? Okay. It does look like SG have done a good job of figuring out how the Animals with Guns play, and as long as they can shut down that aggression, especially from Afro, but even from the Scouts, then I think they should have this game won. Dr. Cameltoe taking that really weird rollout again that is kind of slow, but he's dealing a lot of damage over here, actually, to the Scouts. D-Flame and Nonus both hurt. Nonus down. SG going to have a big advantage already. Although Lies just took a rocket and airstrafed that all the way back behind lines. AWG taking too many hits though. Yeah, Long is keeping with Think, and he does have a nice overheal, but Think, I mean, they need to back out now. It looks like Think has thought about doing just that, but instead he's thinking about dying, and Long taken out at the end there as well. So AWG, the decision making here by them just needs improvement. It's like one of those little report cards you get when you're in like 5th grade, and they're like, you know, oh, this is satisfactory and this is excellent, this needs improvement. I think we're in the needs improvement category for AWG's decision making, because when you lose a couple players and you haven't killed anybody on the opposing team in the mid fight, you just back away. You keep your medic alive, you keep your Uber, because right now, look, SG has 100%, AWG has 10, 15, 20. But the point is, SG is going to be pushing in, and AWG will not have a lot to deal with this. They're going to have an engineer. They might even have him building up like a... No, Sentry's just going to now be at level 1. That's going to be way too late. Should have built that earlier. Is that the Widowmaker? What? Can you use that in ESEA? Apparently you can use the Widowmaker. Wow, okay. So... Anyway, here comes the Uber from SG. They are taking out the sentry gun right away. They also have a soldier on the point already who's going to be engaged in a duel to the death here. It did take out like 2 players there. Slips, yeah, took out Afro and Long with 1 rocket. Nicely done by him. There's not a lot that AWG can do about this. They've got their medic up still, though, and they've actually taken out everybody except Jake, Rockwell, and Sash. Jake back here. He's standing on the point. Oh, so close to the capture, but just barely stopped by AWG. The animals with guns have held on to the point, and now Nonus is coming out to try to recap. He has to watch like 3 entrances at once, and did take a rocket to the face there. Now jumping out. It looks like his friendly scout there, D-Flame, has managed to take out 1 scout. Can they finish off the capture on this point? They need to do that, or else they are still in the danger zone. Looks like they can, though. I do think, yeah, there they go. So Team SG, the Koreabros, playing it safe and saying, okay, let's not try to push in and contest that. We can just go take it back in a minute. But AWG, the animals with guns, do have an Uber ready to go. So Lies, with his 70% crits, they're going to have to try to pop that Uber on Think early. And there goes a lot of damage on Think right now, so that's kind of what they're thinking. Haha, another pun. Oh, please. It is what they're thinking, though. They're going to try and make Think pop. But no, they haven't sent anybody to suicide bomb in right now, which is kind of interesting, actually. It looks like they do want to keep everybody alive, but that means they're just giving up more and more territory. No, here goes the Kritzkrieg right now, and the medic gets bombed by Afro, but not taken out. Meanwhile, the Lice is now taken out by Frio, so the other soldier coming in, finishing off the job. And there goes Sash and Slips as well. Frio and Nonus having some fun here, but it looks like there's a back cap going on with both of the SG scouts. It's ×8 on the middle point, but it's not going to be enough, and already SG running back to the last point. AWG does not have anybody spawning right now to defend this last, so I think that's going to be it. That's going to be another round in favor of the Koreabros. Nice, good half. We'll be right back with that second one. Alright, so it is 3-1 in favor of our Koreabro team. So we'll see whether the animals with guns, the Koreabros. Oh, I've been calling them the wrong thing for so long. It's close. It's close. It's like Weeaboo but Koreaboo, but no, it's actually the Koreabros. That makes more sense. Thank you, ESEA client. And now, of course, it's actually fixed to the team names here too, so I can just press tab whenever I want. So I have been calling them the wrong name for like half the game, and I am sorry about that. But they are winning, so I'm sure they will forgive me for that for now. Yeah, the Koreabros already pushing AWG way back, and look at this, AWG actually not contesting mid. That is the first time I've seen them lose a player and then decide, hey, you know, maybe we don't want to do this. Oh no, actually they are going to come in and contest mid. Wait, what was that? I don't even know what that's. Oh no, maybe that was his noisemaker. Okay, probably. Afro did get really aggressive there and tried to deal some damage to the opposing demo man. Didn't manage to do it, though. Dr. Cameltoe is still alive. And the animals with guns are now backed up to their second point, but they hold on to 100% of their Uber. So AWG going to sneak around. Actually, I think Afro is coming in maybe behind the blue team. Yes, he is. Although they popped the Uber right on top of him, so he has to take some of that Uber from his medic. Nice rocket on top of Jake Rockwell, though. So HH, Jake Rockwell are both dead. And now Sash is trying to... where is he? Oh, he's right behind the medic, but misses him with 1 rocket. Going for the equalizer. Oh, the equalizer kill on Think right before he gets taken down by Nonus. It's craziness right now, guys. It is craziness. Noni is... I'm sorry, Nonus. Noni, who apparently has decided to stop playing StarCraft 2 and start playing... Team Fortress 2 in ESEA Open, did manage to stop the capture here from SG for now. AWG holding on to the second point, but no Uber advantage for them, and the players just now spawning, so 2 respective soldiers, I think, spawning at the same time, means that we're kind of going to see a reset of the situation we had before, where The Koreabros hold on to the middle point, and the animals with guns hold on to the second. Animals with guns staying really far forward here, and this is a bad hold position. It's not good. There's so much space for you to get jumped on top of, and the chokes are so open that I don't know. I don't like this. Now, I do like the little sticky trap here. It's not going to be too terribly visible. There is one sticky visible there, sort of. Let's see. Yeah, somebody's going to come in and see that at least. So, no, it looks like everything got detonated without dealing any damage at all. And now Sash is on the sniper as well. This could be... whoa, he's really far forward right now. Okay, interesting. If I were him, I would have stayed really far back. Okay, the door gets opened by one of his friends, and now he spots a soldier coming in. Soldier takes a bit of damage there and then damages himself too. Trying to get away from that, but no, Afro is down. Sash got that kill, so just a body shot, but it was enough. Now he's looking for the people who are over on the left-hand side. Going to need to open the door for himself, and no, he needs to back way off. So the Koreabros are now pushing in towards this second point and should be able to take it, I think. No Ubers have been popped yet. They want to try and pop the animals with guns Uber first, and AWG decide to drop back. Interesting decision. I can't say that one's wrong because they have kept their Uber. They've kept most of their players, and they actually had a player disadvantage there while Sash is pushing in with the sniper. So they didn't really want to Uber into their enemies, because if they had lost that, then they probably would have lost the last point immediately as well. Let's find Sash though. He's looking in right now. Oh, actually, D-Flame looking for Sash. So we'll see who can get this. Win. Last time around, it was Sash who managed to take out the opposing sniper. D-Flame looking for an overheal so that he can get a little bit of an advantage. And yes, he takes out Sash. So D-Flame with a little bit of extra pride on that one. Looks like he's gotten his revenge. Is he typing right now? He's typing. Oh man, and it was a typo. That's great. So D-Flame, is he going to stay on the sniper? Looks like he will. Actually, Sash switching over to the spy. Spy, not sniper. Spy. So this will be an interesting little play here. If the Koreabros can push in after the spy gets a pick, then I think they should be able to do it. Sash, using the regular Invis Watch. I have not seen anybody use the Cloak and Dagger recently, and I wonder if maybe it hasn't been banned by ESEA. Somebody needs to tell me right now. Sash, you just got screwed, dude. Sorry, that just happened. So, not working too well. Animals with guns have another player advantage, but they can't push out with it because it's only Sash who's been dying. D-Flame still peering out there as a sniper, but he's not going to find anything to kill for now. Actually getting really far forward because he knew Sash was not in position anymore. And somebody tells me it's not banned. It's just that nobody's using it right now, which is weird. Okay. So D-Flame, though, is he's looking for the kill right now. If anybody ever walks down this left-hand side, they will get owned. But where is Sash at the moment? Let's see. Yep, that Slips. Slips, get back here! No, there's Sash. All right, so he actually... Is he going for an overheal? Yes, asking for the overheal. Oh, he's using the Dead Ringer. Aha! He's disguised as a demo. Oh, okay, so that was fairly obvious. Not going to work too well. They probably realized that was a Dead Ringer. And especially if they hold down tab, I mean, they'll know. They'll just be like, "Oh yeah, look, their spy has a Dead Ringer." So, Sash, I think the jig is up here, man. I don't think this is gonna work anymore. Sash disguising once again. He's gonna disguise as something friendly, disguising as a scout this time around, and doesn't take any damage this time. Actually, everybody from AWG has already taken a lot of damage. I completely missed that, but they lost like 3 players, and now 4. There goes what? HH just what? He just market gardenered think. That just happened. So the Koreabros looking in a very good position to win this game now. It is now 4-1 in favor of the Koreabros. Seriously, who was that? HH, where is that guy? No, okay, wait. Was he? Yeah, he was. Okay, he was on the soldier because Sash was on the spy. That makes sense. And he was using the market gardener. HH'd. Wow. All right, I want to watch the long rollout here. And this is more what I tend to see as a rollout, going out that left-hand side. And he's going to set some stickies up on his opposing demo man, but actually takes quite a few hits as well, having to back away from that so he doesn't take any more damage. He does not want to die at this mid-fight because he's so important for his team. Scout holding on to the upper house area right now, and actually Sash is taken down. So are Think and Frio, though. Nicely done by Slips and Jake Rockwell, because now there is a big medic advantage for the Koreabros. But D-Flame with a nice little kill there on HH. Looks like he could still hold on to this. Both the scouts from Animals with Guns actually are alive and chasing straight after the medic. Actually, D-Flame manages to pick off the demo man. It's just one scout on this medic now. They do force the Uber pop. Nicely done by the scouts from Animals with Guns. That aggression did pay off. Dr. Camelto claiming that was the wrong button. Didn't mean to pop that Uber. Not good for him if that's true. But it is 4-1. And so AWG really are going to have to try hard to pull this out. I mean, they've got to get 3 points just to tie it up during the half. How much time is left in the half? It's not going to tell us because it's ESEA. Yeah, thanks, ESEA. But the Animals with Guns, I mean, time is wasting off the clock. They need to push. And they don't have an Uber advantage, so they're going to have to push without it. Although, I mean, they're an aggressive team, so I think they will. But will it pay off is the real question. That's going to be really risky. AWG is, let's find out. They are pushing towards the left-hand side with Afro, who is just the most aggressive member of their team. And he actually tries to take a little rocket shot down underneath here just to see if there's any blue players sitting there, which there weren't. But yes, you can squeeze a rocket just in between that so that you can take out anybody who's trying to ambush you. It's a nice little feature of the map. And now the Koreabros are once again backed up to their second point. Apparently, Lies is medic. If you heard him there, he just said, "I am medic." So doesn't mean he's fully charged, just means he's medic. But AWG has their Uber now as well, and they are starting to get more aggressive here. They're pushing in the right-hand side, which is a weird push, because normally you want that high ground. But if you've got an Uber, I guess it doesn't matter too much. You just get in there and not worry too much about the damage. You're invincible. The damage doesn't matter. AWG now have forced their enemies to pop the Uber, and forcing a good multi-Uber there. Sash and HH both actually taken out during the Uber. Now we've got red people on the point. We've got a scout trying to stop this, but Jake Rockwell gets taken down. Dr. Camelto is being, I think, a little bit too aggressive here, but actually trying to save his medic, who I think got caught up on the left-hand side with Slips and is going to get taken out here. Almost for sure. Lies with 20 health left, grabbing the health kit, but that might not have even been a good idea. Can he get away from this? Yes, he can. I would have pulled out the needles if I were him, but looks like he does manage to get away. Nonetheless, 50% Uber advantage for Animals with Guns. They have Afro on the point already. They've got a medic going for the Uber Saw, and doesn't manage to get that, though. That was actually a really bad idea. Why would you do that? Because now Jake Rockwell pushing out, killing Long. The Koreabros just have all they need for defense right now, it looks like, and Jake's fellow scout there, HH, is starting to get the capture on the second point already. Nobody's there to stop it. Finally, somebody does come in to try and take out the medic. But once again, Frio, who is in on top of the medic, gets taken out. Lies with 35 health remaining. So, wow. I mean, that could have been a really good decision there for AWG. They could have gotten that last point if they just pushed in together. And instead, all they did was they sent in one medic and one soldier, at least as far as I could see. Now they're not even paying too much attention to this scout here. HH coming in on top of the demo man does take him out. Nice kill by HH before he is killed by the needles from Think. But the Koreabros trying to stop a back cap, and they have managed to do that. But it's just Jake Rockwell and Lies left alive now. So gotta sit back. Sash, I'm not even sure what he's asking about. Maybe he wanted Jake to save him, and that didn't happen. Frio now in on top of the medic, gonna deal some damage to that, and there goes the Uber pop just before that rocket hit that scout. That was pretty crazy. But Frio's gonna stay alive for a little bit. Popping this scout up into the air is oh so easy. And now it sounds like our scout here is going to get taken out by Frio with an air shot, direct, like point blank air shot even. Nice little reflex shot there from Frio. And now, I mean, AWG, they've got a big Uber advantage once again. I do hope they actually use it when they push in this time around, and they push in with everybody. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. So they might make this a little bit of a closer game. Yeah, there goes Dr. Cameltoe taken out already, and wow, 3 or 4 players down for our blue team right now. There you go. Animals with Guns showing us that they finally figured out how to use those guns and bring it to 4-2. How much time is left? ESEA will tell us in just a second, I hope. There they go, about 19 minutes. So it's quite possible to get 2 points on Warmfront in 19 minutes. We may see another big comeback here from the Animals with Guns. Dr. Cameltoe taking another one of his weird right-hand side rollouts, which I don't agree with, but sometimes they are paying off for him because his opposing demo man isn't all that fast either. And oh, look at all the damage going down on the scouts once again. Every time they walk around that end, they take like 1 or 2 stickies apiece. HH taken down first, though. The Koreabros have lost 2 players now, and let's see, Long from AWG with a lot of damage on him. One rocket is probably going to take him out, but no, Medic picks him up. Nicely done. and the animals with guns are probably going to get this point captured. Lies is nowhere to be seen right now. Sash, with 15 health left, is going to get pistoled to death here, and Lice is probably back on the last point. Let's find him. Yep, already back on last with about 50% Uber. So he's running 5% faster right now, actually, because he has that overdose out. And when you pull out the overdose, only when you pull it out, though, so like right now he's not, but every 10% Uber gives you another 1% running the speed, which is really nice. I mean, if you like lose a mid-fight like that, for instance, and then you want to escape, then it's you whip it out, you run back, and you just never look back. It'll get you really, really quick back to your last point, hopefully almost as fast as a scout might even be able to catch you. So SG losing a player again here, though. They almost have their Uber ready. Oh, and Think is taken out by a body shot from Jake Rockwell. D-Flame just trying to get some time down on the point, but why would he go in there against an Uber? Is that a pause? I think I've maybe crashed. I don't know. Maybe it's a pause. There we go. Pause is over. Looks like they lost a player there, and AWG now losing almost all of their players to death, actually. So yeah, Long, the demo man, was... Oops, that's not the key I wanted to press. There we go. Oops. But I mean, we didn't skip too much there. It was just the point getting captured by the Koreabros. So now the Koreabros pressuring back their opponents on AWG quite a bit. I think that the only reason AWG is even like still in this game is because they do have some really good deathmatch skills. They've gotten lots of kills. They're really aggressive, and it's just taking the Koreabros a little bit by surprise. And once again, look at this. They've actually gotten around behind the Koreabros, taking out their medic. It's just Slips and Jake Rockwell left. All 6 players are still up for animals with guns. They're going to push in, and oh, apparently there was no unpause warning. Yeah, whatever. I don't think it mattered all that much. But here goes the capture already. So animals with guns there bring it up to 4-3 now. So it's a much closer game. And we're going to watch the Long rollout again. One more time here. Just to see which way he goes. But the Koreabros are still in front. They need one more point to win this game, and I would not put it past them to get that point because they have been playing really well so far. They've been making mostly the right tactical choices. Sometimes they do just get surrounded a little bit by the aggression from AWG, but I think they as a team they look really good. Long is really far forward right now and popping a soldier way up into the air there, a little bit higher than he probably meant to go with that. Now it's finished off by Sash. Long is, I mean, he's in such trouble, though. Oh, no, actually, Dr. Cameltoe was taken out in midair there by a scattergun. Long now killed as well, but D-Flame's going to try and stop Jake Rockwell. No, Jake Rockwell taking out Think. So the 2 scouts from AWG are the only members of this team who remain.
Let's go, boy.
Okay. Let's go boink, guys. I'm all for that. I really am. The 2 scouts here, let me see, D-Flame and Nonis are probably going to manage to capture this without much difficulty. Both of them standing here right now. Now they do get spammed in a little bit, just edging that point though, and they do manage to capture it. I don't think it mattered too terribly much though, because they weren't getting like a forward spawn or anything. I don't know. I think the decision there to try and stay on the point during all that spam was probably a bad one. They'd probably wanted to either back up or just sneak around and try to take out the demo, who looked a little bit overextended. Now, though, they've lost 2 scouts. They did just respawn, but they respawned. I mean, they didn't even get the benefit of the forward respawn, so that capture I don't think was worth it. Animals with guns. I'm being really critical because I've seen like 1 or 2 like big mistakes by AWG, and now it's like everything that I ever see them do is, oh, what a mistake. I know, but I don't know. I just could see them do a little bit better. Nonetheless, though, a Kritzkrieg pop right now on a soldier and did not get any kills, and now there's a scout in on top of the blue medic and soldier combo. Takes out Slips once again. So, I mean, that's a common... If you ever played Star Fox 64, you know what I'm talking about. Slippy got taken out all the time. What a pain. But the Koreabros, once again, losing their players, and this time around, I think their decision to try and crits into their enemy without being able to see where the medic was, that was probably not a good one either. Now, Lies is trying to sit back, telling his team where to put the dispenser, but it could be too late. AWG did lose a lot of players, but they've got they're going to have an Uber ready to go sometime soon. It's just that now that they've only got 2 or 3 defending the point, this could be really bad for them. Long is going to try and set up some stickies. Yeah. So he did manage to, along with the rest of his team, keep SG from recapping their second point. They are dropping back now. Jake Rockwell on the engineer going to be setting up that sentry. And no, you can't set up mini sentries anymore because guess what? The gunslinger is banned in ESEA. They're jerks. And yeah, there you go. That is that cloak and dagger that I was thinking that they needed because it lets you get in there, and then once you get around behind them, you can kind of wait for that perfect time to decloak where you can hope that your team is making noise or something so they can't hear you when you decloak. D-Flame actually he's just like, huh. If I were him, I might almost go for a back cap at this point. He does need to take out the enemy sentry if he does that, though. And there you go, gets a backstab, 2 backstabs, both soldiers are down right now, going for a headshot on the medic, doesn't manage to get that because the demo man comes in and finishes him off, but AWG with those 2 picks are pushing in right now, and they're trying to take out the red team here. They have the Uber at 2 kills, 1 rocket. Afro is getting some crazy kills right now, finishes off Jake Rockwell as well. Let's just see what the scores look like. Afro not even the highest on his team by far. It is D-Flame right now and Nonus who are doing a crazy job for the Animals with Guns. But it's tied up, guys. It is tied up. And yes, Juder is telling me in stream chat that was a huge rocket right there from Afro. Huge, huge kills if you guys watch XTV, which you should. You know what I'm talking about. Dr. Cameltoe is setting up some good stickies once again on those scouts. They just take so much damage every time they take that rollout. I don't know. I would try to take a different rollout if I were them. But Afro is finished off there, and that is one of our most aggressive players. Frio now finished off as well. So both the soldiers and the demo man finished off for AWG. I don't know. I think that if they can keep their medic alive, that the Koreabros should have this game won. And yes, they have kept their medic alive. Where's D-Flame? Oh. He's playing guerrilla warfare right now. He is behind enemy lines. They haven't spotted him really. Sounds like the medic is fully charged. D-Flame could get in here and no. So I think Dr. Cameltoe did know that scout was there. He laid a bunch of stickies down, kind of waiting for him, and that means 100% Uber ready to go for the Koreabros. They need to push in very quickly though, because if they can't do that, then AWG will build their Uber up. And they will have it by the time SG tries to push in. But Dr. Cameltoe is helping his team catch the point very quickly. And yeah, they need to push right now. They got to watch out for this sniper, actually. D-Flame could win this game for them, or at least win the defense. But right now, the sniper has not gotten a pick yet. No, it's too late. The Uber is popped. Dr. Cameltoe starting to set up some good sticky bombs here on his opponents. And they can't do anything about it. 95% Uber almost for Think, but he's getting pressured down to 22 health. Can he get the Uber? Yes, he just barely does. He's going to hold on to the point for a little bit longer. But, oh, actually a lot of people on SG dying, so they tried to push in there. They just could not quite get the focus damage down, and now they've lost all their players. AWG has not lost any. Well, I mean, of course, Jake Rockwell's still alive, but everybody else died. And AWG, I don't know. I feel like they could probably actually push in here and may win this game just based on that one failed push from the Koreabros. Which it would be a shame for Koreabros because they were looking so good there. They won that mid-fight. Everything was going in their favor. And now the Animals with Guns are pulling out the big guns here and deciding that they can capture mid, no problem. Oh, wow. And there goes Dr. Cameltoe already. So, no, it looks like the Koreabros definitely need to back away from this. They are sending a soldier in now to bomb in. This is kind of a desperate play, and he gets taken out. So they're starting to make decisions kind of like AWG now, where they'll just send one player in at a time to try and take out the medic, and it's not going to work for them. They got to back away from this. Get out of the open. Do not stay in the open. You're going to get bombed on top of so quickly. Afro make an interesting decision there. He's playing the heavy. He's going to walk all the way from his second point towards the enemy's second point right now. Sash, meanwhile, is trying to build that Uber up as fast as possible so they can have it ready to go here. But, oh, damage coming in already from AWG. They had to back away from that and probably can't contest second too easily. Already, the Animals with Guns laying down their guns on top of the second point. They will have that captured. Good attempt at a block here, though. Actually, they have blocked it temporarily, but I don't know if I agree with this decision because, look, once they lose their Uber, they're going to be so out of position right now. They're getting body blocked. They might get away from this, but now the heavy comes in. Afro finishes taking out Lies, and this could be it. Jake Rockwell on top of the heavy, but no, he gets taken down as well, and now AWG already pushing into the last point. I think they have this game won, guys. So they do have one soldier, one demo on the point right now. Think just trying to keep him alive, but he's taken down. It's anybody's game right now, and there goes the heavy. It's just D-Flame and Nonus left alive. Can they stop the Koreabros from recapping the second point? I don't know about that. Nonus is going to be hanging out here waiting for an ambush of some kind if anybody tries to get out and stop the cap. So everybody respawn now for AWG. They will be able to get here within a couple of seconds, and so now they're probably going to be able to stop Koreabros, who are still sitting on their last point. I think they actually could have pushed out to second, but they decided not to for whatever reason. They may have only had 3 or 4 players alive. All of them looked hurt, so they just decided that, you know, maybe that was not the fight we were looking for. Oh, Scout coming in and does pick off Jake Rockwell before he dies. D-Flame probably wanted to change out to Sniper or something anyway, but getting a pick like that is really, really useful. SG do have their Uber up, though. It's a Kritzkrieg, actually, and that's... If they're holding back here with a Kritzkrieg, that's weird. That's not the right choice. Because they need to push with this, and it looks like that's what they're going to do now. Let's find... where are you? Dr. Cameltoe is going to push out here with some crit stickies. He's got to get that popped on him pretty soon, though, because now he's been spotted. There it is. There's the crit stickies right now. He's looking for the medic. Can't find him yet. Now has to take out Afro, but Lies is dead. No more medic, and the Uber is popped for our red team. They're pushing in once again. Going to have to take out a sentry, which is level 2, but it shouldn't take very long at all with sticky bombs. And they need to get somebody on the point now because they've got like a two-player advantage at the moment, including a spy who is wearing the pumpkin hat right now. It is a full moon, and there you go. Animals with guns actually win that game. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. This has been Salamancer. Do follow me on youtube.com/fatmop, and I'm going to be signing out.